Today I want to talk about ADHD and finding a new career. A lot of us with ADHD are dopamine seeking machines, which means that we have an interest-based nervous system that we need to lean into in order to succeed. At least that's my opinion. So today I'm going to give you some things that you can consider when looking for a new job or business to start up. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Sara and I'm an ADHD mindset coach. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you never miss a video from me. So the first thing to consider is what I just said, is leaning into our interest-based nervous system. And this is a great opportunity to get out a pen and a piece of paper or a notebook and really start brain dumping. What do you like to do? What jazzes you up inside? What hobbies do you have? What kinds of podcasts do you listen to? What kinds of books do you read? What are you fascinated about? Something that's really neat about ADHD in this aspect is we do tend to really hyper focus and zone in when we're really interested in something. So even going through your list of things that you have hyper focused on in the past is a great way to take an introspective look into yourself and your interests. If you have trouble right on the spot thinking of things to put down in your notebook. The second thing to consider is your skill set. What is on your resume currently? What are you good at? What have you had training in post-secondary for? As an example, at one time in my life, I got a degree in correctional services. So there are a plethora of jobs that I can get into with that diploma in corrections. I can work in a jail as a correctional peace officer. If I don't want to be in a jail, I can work in probation or in a halfway house. So looking at your skill set that you currently have and then exploring different career avenues based on that skill set might surprise you. There might be something that you're already qualified to do, but just pivoting slightly away from what you used that skill set for in the past. Number 3 is writing down all the previous jobs that you've had in the past, and under each of those jobs, what part of that specific job did you love and what part of that job did you not like? By coming up with a list of things that you really enjoyed and things that you did not enjoy can also give you a lot more insight into what you might want to do as a next career, job, or even business startup idea. Number 4, and this was a really big one for me, is really asking yourself and getting curious about whether you are an introvert or an extrovert. I know that both introverts and extroverts can be good at all the jobs. I know a lot of introverts who are real estate agents and they're very, very good at it. But really, if you are an introvert, considering how your energy is depleted, maybe being in front of people all day, every day would not be good for you. Considering those things are important as well. Whereas if you're an extrovert and being around a lot of people on a regular basis gives you a lot of energy, then maybe working remotely would not be a good idea for you to try as a job. And then number 5 is really, really important, and that is what kind of lifestyle do you want to have? If you are someone who is money motivated, understanding that you're probably going to be trading a little bit more time for money, at least in the beginning as you are getting things set up, or if you're new in sales until you start becoming known in whatever industry you're selling in, is the trade-off for earning more money. Whereas if maybe you are a young mom or dad and you're still raising your family and that work-life balance is really important to you because your kids are in a bunch of activities and you really enjoy your downtime, then considering that is really important as well. So taking an inventory of whether or not you are really money motivated or more in that work-life balance realm, knowing that you're not going to make as much money, but you're going to have your weekends and your evenings off, is important to consider as well. I'm someone who has been a serial student or a serial learner. I have done a ton of programs and have had different careers, all really mostly under the entrepreneurship umbrella. I have had a plethora of jobs and I absolutely love schooling. I have been an esthetician, a correctional peace officer, a real estate, a mortgage broker, and now I'm an ADHD mindset coach. So if I was looking for a new career, which I'm not going anywhere, I love ADHD coaching, I would really lean into the fact that I love entrepreneurship. So what is the next business that I can start? Getting to know myself in this way really helps the process of elimination. I don't want to sit in an office all day. I don't want to answer to a boss. I love working independently and I love the creativity that comes along with being an entrepreneur and running my own ship my way. Something to consider if you do decide, like me, to go into school to get training for a specific job or industry is the cost of the schooling, the time that it's going to take you to get through the schooling, and then additionally, I would really try to envision what the day-to-day operations would be of this new career path. Is this something that you are so jazzed up about and so passionate about that you cannot see yourself getting bored? Or is this something that after a little bit of time you might go, oh geez, I shouldn't have done that? For example, when I was doing mortgages, I was really good at it. I had a lot of clients, I enjoyed the process, but I wanted to chase that new shiny object, and that was real estate. I got licensed as a realtor, gave up my mortgage broker license, and quickly realized that being face-to-face with people all day and going into other people's homes was not my jam. The idea, the romanticization of being a realtor was really appealing, but the day-to-day operations of actually being a real estate agent, I did not consider, and so my career in real estate was very short-lived. I'm sharing this with you so that maybe you can learn from my shortcomings or my short-sightedness when it comes to me thinking that I would enjoy doing real estate. And I still love real estate, but there is no way in heck I would ever want to be a real estate agent again. Something else to consider, and this is very esoteric, if you believe in the law of attraction or manifestation, the secret to manifesting the life that you want is to not only just think about the end goal, but to enjoy the process and the journey. So while you're considering a new career, can you envision yourself enjoying the process? For example, let's talk about running a marathon, or I guess a half marathon. If someone was getting ready to run a half marathon and they hated eating healthy and they hated going to the gym every day and they hated putting their gym clothing on and their running shoes on, it's going to be hard to be a marathon runner. So falling in love with the process, falling in love with the day-to-day in a specific job or industry is so important. And I love mentorship. If you know someone currently in the industry that you're considering getting into, asking them what the day-to-day is like, maybe even shadowing them in a particular day of their work is a great way to get clear on whether or not you can envision yourself enjoying and embracing that specific job choice. If you are considering entrepreneurship, I want you to really reverse engineer that in your mind. So what I mean by that is, what is it about being an entrepreneur that is appealing to you? Is it that you have your day to do whatever you want and you think you're going to have a bunch of time to go and have lunch with your besties every day? These kinds of thought process can really lead you to disappointment, because most entrepreneurs work 50, 60, 70-hour weeks, especially in the beginning as they are getting things set up. Is it that you want to be an entrepreneur, or maybe you would rather work from home, or maybe you would rather be in management so that you are more so running the show than being one of the workers listening to direction because of your ADHD creativity? Getting really clear and realistic about becoming an entrepreneur can absolutely set you up for success rather than disappointment. I know for me, there are a lot of aspects of this job that I absolutely love, but I would be a liar if I said that I loved everything about being self-employed. I'm not good at editing videos. I'm not consistent with posting on social media every day. And sometimes a girl like me needs just a little bit of direction. So I have now created a team now that I'm making a little bit of money and starting to help more women with ADHD. So my social media, I don't do anymore. I have a social media manager. I love creating the videos, but editing these videos is painful. So my social media manager handles that. And then I have just recently hired an ADHD business coach to make sure that I am keeping my eye on the prize, which is serving my clients while growing my business and keeping my emotional and mental bandwidth intact. I hope this video helped you. Let me know in the comments if you're thinking about changing jobs and what job you're looking into. And if you haven't already, please like this video. By liking this video, you push this video out to more people in the algorithm. I have a bunch of resources linked in the description of this video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video, and I will see you next week in the next video.